In today's video, we're going to look at how you can transfer clothing from Daz successfully over to Character Creator. So stay tuned. Hey guys, my name is Eon and welcome to my Start Animating YouTube channel, the channel that is specifically aimed at everyone that is new to animation. And if that is you, welcome, you are at the right place. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and also click on that little notification bell so that you can get notified every week when I upload a brand new video. And if you are new to animation or you want to start out in animation and you feel it's going to be too expensive, or you don't know what software you need, well, I've got some great news. I compiled a list of free software. It is all freeware. It's not pirated copies. And this list contains from script writing, storyboarding, video editing, audio recording and mixing, 2D animation and 3D animation software. So all the software that you're going to need to create awesome looking animations. So if you want that list, in the description box below there's a link. Just click there and I will send that list to you. Now today we're going to look at how you can transfer clothes from Daz over to Character Creator. And this comes from a question I received from Chad. Now he actually asked a very long question. He left this comment on one of my videos, but the end part I want to read because that is where the question is. He says, my question is, when you import Daz clothing into Character Creator, do you have to relink a bunch of materials and sort out all the maps? Is it a huge pain importing in clothing to Character Creator? So basically today I want to show you how you do that. It is actually so easy. It is just like you create your character with all the clothing inside Daz, and inside Cartoon or Character Creator there's just a button that you click. It's as easy as that and everything is done for you. But there's a few things you need to look out for. So that is what this video is for. So the first thing we do now is we go to Daz. Okay, so I've got a Genesis 8 character here. So it is important to know what character you are working with. If you're working with Genesis 8 character or characters, then the clothing you're going to add must be Genesis 8 compatible. If you're working with Genesis 3 or a Genesis 9, the same applies. So you can't add Genesis 3 clothing onto a Genesis 8 character. So that is just something that you need to keep in mind. So here I've got a character, and then I am just going to select him, and I'm just going to add this casual outfit onto my character. And there you go. Now one thing that you need to, which is very important, is the following. The pants, the pullover, the shoes and the shirt all must be separate individual files. This is extremely important because in some cases you do get outfits that I think, like for instance this outfit, it is actually one single folder, one file. So when you export it, it exports it not as individual clothing items like shoes and shirt and pants. It exports it as one file. So when you import it to Character Creator, it sees it as one file. So it sees it actually as one dress. So when you walk, your legs will actually go through the clothing. And that is not what you want. So when you dress your characters inside Daz, you want to make sure that all these are individual files. So when you export it, or Character Creator will then see it as individual clothing items. Okay, so now I've got my character all dressed. The next thing you need to do is you need to drag the A pose onto your character. Okay, so this is basically where you get it. It's inside the Character Creator 3 template, Daz resource. If you click there, you'll see there's A pose and T pose. So I like to select the A pose. You can also use the T pose, and then you've got your G3 female, G3 male, and then also G8 female and G8 male. So you drag this DUF file on top of your character. Okay, let me just, I've got my shirt selected. I need to select the character. There you go. Okay, now I can drag it on top of the character, and there I've got my A pose for my character. And the next thing is, obviously, again, I've got my character select, file, and I can export it. Now, before I export it, if you only want to export clothing, okay, then this is what you do. If you want to create a unique character using a specific character inside Daz, like maybe a cartoon looking character, then obviously you need to export everything. I'm gonna export everything now, but if you want your Daz character to be in your character that you're going to use in Character Creator, then obviously you need to create your character in Daz first. But the question was only about clothing, so I'm only going to focus on clothing. So I export it. I'm just going to select, let's say, test new. Okay, I'm going to save, and now it will export. I just say accept, and now it will export this character as a I think it's a FBX file. And then once that is done, we can go to Character Creator, and then we can import it. Okay, so this is there, it is done. So let's minimize it, and here I've got a character open. Normally when you open Character Creator, it will have a different character open. I just tested it first, so this character is open now. So what I do is I just clicked here on Transformer, here at the top. You click that, select CC3 plus, and now you select your test new, open. Okay, now it will give you a different options, and I will show you exactly what to do here. So it is basically just clicking one single button, the transform button. Okay, now you click on advanced, and now there's just a few things you need to do first, okay, before it will import. So the first thing, bake body textures. Here you can select 1024 to 48, so it depends on your computer. Let's say for this instance I'm just going to use 10 to 8, and now here you'll see you've got your pants, you pull over, shoes and shirt. Okay, so now you can select pants is clothing, pull over clothing, shoes is shoes, and shirt is also cloth. So you can see if your character has gloves, you can add it as gloves. If you have necklaces or any maybe glasses, you can add it as accessories, etc. Hair, brows, beard, etc. And then also you need to layer it. So this is actually the layer, the pull over is over the shirt, etc. And then you can also select here basically the resolution. So for this instance I'm going to keep it on 24. So one thing that is extremely important is to make sure the type, you select the correct type. Okay, and then once that is done, you can just click OK, and it will then import your character from Daz. Now this will take a few minutes, so I'm just going to skip forward and I'll be back just now. Okay, so my character is fully imported, and one great thing, you'll see the shirt, shoes, pullover, pants, everything is separate. And then what you do now is you can see it also imported the character from Daz, so this character doesn't look really great, but like I've mentioned, we don't care about the character, we just wanted to import the clothing. So the thing you now need to do is you can go to content, you can go to clothing and custom, and now you can save each item. Okay, so let's go to the shirt, and let's just, there you go to content, you can go to shirts, and you select the shirt. Let's just select it, and you click the plus sign, and let's just call it shirt. Okay, so let's go back, and we can now say shoes, go back to content, shoes, and we can save it. You can actually see I've already saved those shoes in the past, so we can now go to the next one, pull over. This is also basically shirt, so we can click the plus sign, it will save it. I've already saved it in the past somewhere. And then same with the pants, go back to content, click on pants, and you can just save it. I've already saved it, but obviously what you want to do is you want there's pants, and you select it, and then you can save it. Click on the plus, it will save it. And so now you have basically saved all the different clothing items. So as you can see, I've got a big library, well, it's not big, but I've got a library of different clothing items that I've created through Daz. These are all Daz clothing. So what I can do now is, for instance, let's go back to my character, and now I am going to delete all this. Okay, so let's say this is my character from Daz. Now I can actually add clothing on my character that I've saved in the past. So let's use this, drag it. So these are clothing items that I have saved from Daz, and I can just add it on top of my character. So let's see what clothing or shoes. Let's do these ones, and it needs a little bit of adjustments, as you can see, but that is how you import clothing from Daz into Character Creator, how you save it and you can reuse it. I can use different clothing or different shirts with different pants. I can actually create a whole library of clothing items, and I can actually stylize my characters exactly the way I want them. So that is how easy it is. It is actually just as easy as clicking a button and linking each clothing item to the correct type, like shoes needs to be linked to shoes, etc. And yeah, then it will bake it and you are done. So Character Creator does all the material mapping for you with no issues. So Chad, I hope this video has answered your question. If you want to see me more in action where I do this, at the moment in my Patreon, I'm creating my own 3D animation film, and I'm at that stage where I'm going to start creating my characters. So I'm basically I need to create 22 characters, and I'm going to use this system. I'm going to create clothing inside Daz, export it over to Character Creator, and I will create my character. So if you want to see me in live action where I create my characters more in detail, feel free to become a patron. That way you'll help fund my movie, because it is not cheap, but in return you will learn more about making your own animation films or projects in the future. You will actually see how it is done. You will have like first-hand experience. You'll be with me along the journey. So feel free to become a patron. I will really appreciate it. So from me, Eon, I will see you guys next week with another video. Feel free to subscribe and click on that notification bell. And if you've heard a helicopter, I live nearby a hospital, so we get a lot of helicopters here every day. So from me, Eon, I'll see you guys next week with another video. God bless and happy animating.